Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
As outrage grows over that hazardous waste brought from that Ohio train derailment site into Michigan, we're learning more about the history of those dumping sites here in Metro Detroit. Glad you're with us for Local 4 News at 6. I'm Devin Skillion.
I'm Kimberly Gill. Local 4 investigator Karen Drew has been looking into the two sites in Michigan and joins us with what she's found. Karen.
Well, Kim and Devin, that waste from the Palestine, Ohio derailment was brought to two different locations, one in Van Buren Township, the other in Romulus. I did some digging and found out that Romulus site has a history of violations.
The Romulus Republic injection well is licensed for hazardous waste disposal. Operations are required to be conducted indoors. The facility is regulated by both Eagle and the United States EPA. Now, take a look at what we uncovered. It was July of last year when an inspection by Eagle found inadequate waste identification and labeling, liquid containment modification without permit, facility inspection requirements were not met, and improper tank system requirements. Now, there were no releases to the environment. We learned a follow-up investigation in October of last year determined the violations were addressed. But that's not all. Just this January, an inspection identified hazardous waste violations related to container labeling and alarm system function. Both have since been resolved.
Okay, so we did reach out to the Romulus Republic injection well for a response to why these violations occurred. We haven't heard back. Now, the company is facing fines for the rules that it did break, but a financial penalty has not been decided yet. So we also did some checking on that other site, Wayne Disposal, over in Van Buren Township. They have not had any violations since at least 2017. Again, no waste from the Ohio site has been taken to Michigan since Friday.
So you keep saying waste. What type of waste is it that ends up at these two facilities?
Everyone's asking that because it gets really intricate and you have to
Sure.
dig through the documents. So our team spent some time today. We were digging through the manifest waste shipments. So according to the EPA records, last fall, the Romulus facility took in about 250 tons of hazardous waste. That includes arsenic and cadmium, along with something the EPA calls corrosive waste. And last fall, the other facility, the one in Van Buren Township, accepted thousands of tons of arsenic, barium, and other hazards, including lead.
None of which sounds great.
Right.
Where does it all come from?
Well, it's interesting to try to track all of that. The EPA doesn't exactly say where it comes from, but according to the EPA, the waste that went into the two facilities is either flammable or carcinogenic. So there's obviously some concern. Still a lot to unpack and really see exactly how things are being handled.
A wake-up call for an eye-opening thing to realize that this is where it's been coming.
You know, a lot of times people realize, and you know, oh, we had that in our backyard, but they didn't realize how much was coming in from different states. And while we take things from other states, we also bring some of our waste to other states too. So there's a lot going on.
It's an intricate system that we don't usually know about. Yeah. All right, Karen. Well, by this time tomorrow, would you believe temperatures are set to be in the 50s?
It's incredible. Yeah, it really is. And that's actually hopefully good news for DTE crews working to get power back on for thousands of customers. At last check, DTE reports almost 99% of customers have power restored. So that leaves about 24,000 waiting to get their lights back on.
Meantime, several schools have been closed since the storm, including all of Ecorse Public Schools. Tonight, you're going to hear from the superintendent on the impact of the outage for classes tomorrow.
And about 4,500 DTE crews are in the field working to get the power back on. DTE tweeted this afternoon, "We are now at the point in the restoration process where each of the repairs are addressing smaller and smaller outages, including those with associated with thousands of single customer outages." So the warmer temperatures will make work a little easier tomorrow for the remaining crews in the field.
Unless some more trouble comes in the morning.
That's right.
I know. Let's bring in forewarned meteorologist Kim Adams. One more hurdle before we get to that nice temperature tomorrow afternoon.
Very true. We have just a very light wintry mix, but it's expected to be rain and a little bit of light snow. The ground's very warm after today, so most of what will fall will melt. So not expecting a freezing rain issue. And it's not just the temperatures, it's also the high winds that we've had over the last couple of days. Those have now calmed down as well, so that should help. 45 in Detroit, 47 City Airport. What a nice night. It's 40 in Pontiac, a little cooler up in Port Huron at 39, 42 in Mount Clemens. Here's a look at some of the highest wind gusts just within the last 24 hours. Ann Arbor had a near 40-mile-per-hour gust, 32 Metro Airport, and a 38-mile-per-hour gust in Pontiac. Even without freezing rain, those gusty winds can knock down power lines and tree branches, especially small ones. So things have calmed down now. It's warmer than it was yesterday by about 8 to 12 degrees, 11 degrees warmer right now than it was yesterday at Metro, 12 degrees warmer in the city, and 8 degrees warmer in Pontiac. Here's a look at our My Pick for the day, a little icy shot from Brandon Township. Thank you so much for that My Pick. You can always go to our Forewarn Weather app. If you have a My Pick you'd like to send us, you could just go to the bottom. It's very easy to just upload it from your phone. And you can also get accurate forecast and interactive radar right in the palm of your hand. Just go to your favorite app store and type in WDIV.
Hey, Kim, the extended outages forced Ecorse public schools to cancel classes today.
The good news, unless you're an Ecorse student, maybe you've liked it this way, but students will be back in class tomorrow. Jacqueline Francis talked with a superintendent who says school will be open tomorrow with or without power.
2 days off is too much, the Ecorse superintendent tells me. Fortunately, the lights came back on just before we got here this afternoon for our interview. But the superintendent says when it comes to power outages, schools need to be a priority. At Ecorse Public Schools, the lights were out and classes called off. Last week's ice storm knocked out power in 3 of the district's 5 buildings. Luckily, school wasn't in session last week due to midwinter break. But the weekend came and went, and the power was still out.
It was getting kind of scary on Sunday. We were supposed to come back to school on Monday, and power was still not on in the community. So we had to cancel school yesterday, and we also had to cancel school today. Superintendent Joshua Tallison said canceling for a 3rd day wasn't an option, and here's why. It wasn't really about the educational side, it's about the social emotional side, giving shelter. Also, we feed our students 3 meals a day, and this sometimes for some families is their primary meal for the students. So we were going to have school in some form or fashion tomorrow. We were going to overcrowd buildings for a day and make ourselves uncomfortable just for the safety of our students and well-being of our students. To everyone's relief, power was restored to the school district this afternoon. In the future, the superintendent wanting to see DTE put schools first. Schools have to be the priority going forward if there's a power outage, because we are the lifeblood of the community in many districts. It's not just the schools that got their power back today. Many homes in the neighborhood saw their lights come back on after 6 days in the dark. Reporting in Ecorse, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
Jacqueline, the city of Detroit made good on its threat to sue Perfecting Church. The church run by Bishop Marvin Winans promised a big campus on the corner of 7 Mile and Woodward. Never fully came to pass. Tonight, our Rod Maloney live with what's at stake and where this is headed. A city suing a church, not exactly routine, Rod.
No, and these are people that all know each other and frankly like each other. Now, it was 20 years ago that they started working on the big cathedral here, and it got up and running, but it never ever reached the size and scope that it was supposed to. In fact, it's been kind of rusting in the rain out here. And so the city has a message for Bishop Winans. Either finish it, fix it, or we're going to take it. Drone 4 gives you a great look at the campus. Detroiters expected shops and apartments and a spectacular house of worship here. Detroit Corporation Counsel Conrad Mallett wanted to see it all.
The city of Detroit has profound respect for Perfecting Church and Bishop Winans.
He and the bishop have known each other for years, yet he claims the bishop himself is personally liable, along with his church here.
For 20 years, we have been waiting on that very wonderful cathedral-like structure on the corner of 7 Mile and Woodward to be completed. It is not yet complete.
Mallett wants an engineering study to know the true current condition of the unfinished structure. He's also asking the judge to order a receiver, oversee the project, and whether it's at all viable, and if the church can even get the financing to end what the lawsuit calls a public nuisance.
It has taken too long. And all of the letters and all of the conversations and all of the phone calls have not resulted in the required forward progress.
In a statement today, the church said, quote, Perfecting Church has been in constant discussions with the city of Detroit, and we believe that we were up to date in addressing all matters of concern posed by the city. We are shocked and extremely disappointed that the city would take this course of action in the dark of night, and in our opinion, not acting in good faith. And so the church's attorneys also say that they're looking at this lawsuit. They would have received it either today. It was filed last Friday. They say they're going to continue looking at it and that they expect to have a response, probably more to say, in the next week or so. Back to you.
Never a better double entendre for acting in good faith than in this case, Rod. If the city, though, were to win the case, what would they likely do then?
Well, the city is saying that essentially if they were to end up with the property, which is not the desired outcome here, that they would end up selling it. But Conrad Mallett made it abundantly clear. He said the city's not looking to make money off of this. They just want to be made whole because they've spent a lot of time out here. What they do say that if they ended up selling it, that they would give any overage back to the church itself. But we'll have to see whether it ever really comes to that. This could take a while.
Yeah, we'd expect. All right, Rod.
The youth hockey doctor accused of sexually assaulting patients faced 2 new counts today. Dr. V. Levren was charged with 4 new counts of criminal sexual conduct in an Oakland County courtroom. It brings the total number of charges against the Farmington Hills urologist to 31. Most of his victims are connected to youth hockey organizations. Levren is still in the Oakland County Jail. He'll be back in court in April.
Now to the new coronavirus numbers out for the week. It is Tuesday, so the state reporting 7,483 new cases over the past 7 days. But we always remind you that number does not account for positive home tests. 139 more COVID deaths also being reported over the same 7-day period. The Biden-Harris administration is announcing a $21.7 million grant to help reconnect Oak Park.
And this comes as part of the Reconnecting Communities pilot program. The grant will support the reconstruction of a bridge that's more than 40 years old. A walking bridge will serve as a vital connector to local businesses, schools, places of worship, and other daily destinations for the Orthodox Jewish community in the project area.
The park that we're talking about is a park that exists over top of I-696. So for us, it connects walking, pedestrian-oriented neighborhoods of our community to each other. So it's absolutely paramount that we have these access ways in our community.
Michigan has also received a grant for a new pedestrian bridge in Kalamazoo.